Hey, kids, and welcome to our podcast.
We're just two girls just talking about being bros.
Honestly, welcome back, party people.
New week, new us. Woo, woo. Let's get this week's party started, baby. Yeah.
It's party season, baby.
Heck yeah. Can you believe it's almost the end of February?
What day is this year?
The 18th.
Yeah.
That's insane.
That's wild. Throwback. This day... Three years ago, 4 years ago, I lied straight to your face. 4 years ago was festival.
Wow.
So a dance, shocker. We started off with dance.
I've just been a while since we talked about dance, so
yeah, honestly, you're welcome. But so for the dance schools in our area, we have this big like festival thing where like all the dance schools, say in the country, in the area,
city, yeah.
Perform together, right? And it's a big concert. We put it on for all the parents of the kids who dance, and it's like this big deal. And the last one happened 4 years ago today.
That's crazy.
We were dancing our butts off, like, leading up to it. We danced our butts off the day of, and we danced our butts off forever.
That was an insane time.
Yeah.
Like, think back at that time, we were dancing, like, 4 days a week.
I was teaching, so I was there 5 days a week.
That's insane.
I only had Tuesday and Saturday off.
The height of university. So, like, we were bombarded with school.
It was my worst year.
Yeah. Like, oh my god, I remember you like yesterday, and I had my back was like broken then. So it was insane. I remember that vividly. But yeah,
but it was lots of fun.
Yeah, it was. That's like honestly like the biggest, like probably the biggest event like that we do.
Yeah,
ever,
yeah,
so
for sure.
It's always a fun time, but
because we always get like such a nice big stage with all the schools. Yeah. So I love it. I love to see it happen for everyone. But yeah, I guess before we forget, guess who finally, again, I'm killing it today with the Song of the Weeks.
Oh, ho, ho.
That's the first thing I did right today because the rest of it's gone all wrong, and I'll jump into that in a minute. But as we're going to talk about more in depth in a moment, what's it called? We went to see Marry Me in theaters.
Heck yeah.
And it's a song from there, honestly. It's, which one? On My Way. But it's the remix one.
Yeah.
You can't do the OG. You have to do the remix one. That one slaps.
Yeah.
So.
And speaking of Marry Me, this is literally just going to sound like we're just like paid to promote this movie on this podcast.
I'm kidding.
Please pay us.
We're giving her an honest review.
Yeah. But my song of the week is Marry Me by Jennifer Lopez and Maluma from the soundtrack as well. Okay, guys. So we ended up going to see it the day after Valentine's Day, me, Roxanne, and Nadia. We went to the VIP cinemas. Also, great experience, to be honest. We only paid $15 for the ticket. I don't know if that's the real price or if it was half off because of like the Tuesday day. Like I don't know. I'm really confused.
Yeah, so we're gonna have to go back to find out.
Literally. But it was so worth it because like just by the seats alone, they were so much more comfier than the regular theater seats. Like that alone would make me pay again to go there. Like we literally didn't get any food or like drinks that like are the expensive stuff or like the premium stuff. But like just the seats alone, I was like, so
but
nice.
So like the movie was like as you expected it to be, as we predicted. But the soundtrack, fire, guys. I've been nonstop listening to the soundtrack all week. Like not even just Marry Me, like all the songs I've been like nonstop listening to. It goes hard. Like it really goes hard. Really good singers.
Yeah,
I gotta give it to them. Like granted, I'm not sure. Again, with the casting of all three main leads, but I will give them that for the singers, they casted two good
I was
singers.
like, they could have just, made Jennifer Lopez and Maluma, they could have just made a collab album. They didn't have to make the movie, but, this was cool.
That's none
but
of
I
our
gotta
business.
give it to it, in all fairness, so the movie was not good. I would not, be like, that's on my list of good movies, little cringy, but what I have to give it to it, because we watched a couple of bad movies this year. And it's definitely the least bad of the bad movies.
Oh, for sure.
Like, by a landslide. And I think it's mainly because of, like, the production. Like, I feel like the production value was there that it kind of... Because if you look at the story alone, so stupid. And it's just as bad as every other bad movie we watch. Like, the story alone...
It felt like they went to a room of second graders and were, like, just kidding. Like, oh, creative writing thing. Pretend you had to write a movie. And then these kids came up with it. So it was kind of like... And they, like, read it and they were like... Okay, this kid's kind of coherent.
Yeah.
This is a great idea. Yeah. But it's like the bare minimum of an idea.
Like pop star marries other pop star on stage, but the other pop star cheats on her, so then she falls in love with a random math teacher.
Yeah. Like it's as dumb as you would as one would.
It wasn't a good concept. Yeah. But I really do think that the execution of it and the production made up for it. Like, that's why I put it above, like, something like the royal treatment, you know? Like, all around the royal treatment was an awful movie, every single level. Whereas I felt like Marry Me was a bad storyline, but, like the production, it was meant to be in the theater.
Everything except for the writing and, like, literally the basic storyline was good.
That's what I mean. Like, you could, like, I could understand why that's in the theater and the royal treatment wasn't in the theater. No offense to the royal treatment kind of thing.
No, that makes sense. I will give you that one. Mm-hmm. Just that Marry Me. It was a movie. But they had a few moments where, like, genuinely I did find what they were doing on screen funny. Mm-hmm. So I enjoyed that, but, like, that's about it. Like, that's as good as it got. There's some really just side note, big boo-boo on their part, trying to cast Jennifer Lopez as a 35-year-old. It doesn't make sense because how old's Maluma? This man looked like he's 28, okay? Yeah. Now, so she's supposed to marry... So she's supposed... what's her name? Kat. So Jennifer Lopez was supposed to marry... what's his face? Bastion. Yeah. Bastion. No, they called him Bastion.
Oh, yeah.
What's his name? Maluma. So he was supposed... So Kat was supposed to marry Bastion. And so she's supposed to be 35 in this movie. I was like, you're 52. And don't get me wrong, she looks better than me. Yeah. She looks younger than me. She looks... more filled with life, absolutely, right? Doesn't matter. Yeah, she's 52 years old. Like, hello. He is 20. He's 28. Why did I get that spot on?
Have you been looking up Maluma on your spare time this week, Roxanne?
You caught me.
Got a little crushy watch.
I'm pretending to type it in. It's already typed in.
First time I looked at your search history, just like Maluma.
Maluma H. That's all it is.
Yeah, I just didn't understand why the point of that comment was like they could have just left it up to the imagination of how old she was. You know, like there was no necessary to be like she's 35.
But here's what I'm gonna say. So Maluma, 28. Pretty sure he was cast that age in the movie. Yeah. Jennifer Lopez is 52, but cast as 35. Owen Wilson, he's 53.
Cast as 53.
Cast, I'm pretty sure, as 53. Like, so I was like, what on earth? So she's with this young guy. Yeah. So it's like, okay, if she's cast 35 with this 28-year-old, whatever, not that big of an age difference. But then if she's supposed to fall in love with Owen Wilson, who's literally a senior citizen, he's 2 years from retiring, what were they thinking? Were they putting a 35-year-old with a 50-year-old? Was he also miraculously supposed to be 35? Because let me kid you not, that's no 35-year-old man. Like, he does not look better than a 35-year-old boy. If I was a man, I would look better than Owen Wilson. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Don't know what they were trying to do there.
It wasn't necessary.
That's the only thing that I found it so hard to not be like, I'm watching J-Lo, I'm watching Owen Wilson. I believed Bastion was good. He was a good actor, so I'll believe he was the real character because he was cast his age.
Yeah. It was just kind of strange in that sense, but
overall, honestly, it wasn't not the worst.
Terrible. I just honestly, so it's very clear that obviously that like Owen Wilson is out of J-Lo or like Kat, whatever Valdez's league. Yeah. But I just wasn't expecting them to harp on that so much in the movie. Like, I felt bad for the guy. Yeah. Like, they made a couple of comments where like they'd be like, "Oh, are you sure you want him?" And like they literally like up front said, like, I forget what the line was, but they basically like almost said like he's so like below like your level. And I was like, I feel bad. Like they're literally just they literally casted him with the sole purpose of him being like completely out of her like league and like completely not good looking.
No, but that's the thing. They're not doing it just for looks. Mm-hmm. They're doing it for like his stature, right? So she's this big pop star and he's like a lowly master who doesn't even have a cell phone he can text on.
But they also were harping on the looks too.
They didn't harp it that much.
But it was like the underlying digs.
Well, absolutely. J-Lo stands in a league of her own. Yeah. You put anyone next to her, you're digging them a grave.
Obviously, but like I felt so bad because I didn't like obviously like from everyone can tell, but like I didn't expect them to them to also just harp in on that point. And I was like, oh my goodness.
Well, of course, because that's their commentary of the upper class looking at the lower class. Mm-hmm. You know, well, I guess he was middle class. He was working class. Mm-hmm. Whatever. Oh, excuse me.
Yeah. But yeah, not too. It was fine. But the soundtrack so good.
Yeah,
like honestly, so every single song
that kind of redeemed it.
Yeah.
It was just as cringy as I thought it was gonna be. Mm-hmm. Yeah, guys. So fun fact: this is my third coffee of the day.
Crazy.
So as you all know, hopefully you've all checked out Babes Reading Books Book Club, the book club. Mm-hmm. But as you know, we're doing now a book club, right? With our BFF Nadia. So that for this month that we are in, this beautiful
February
month of love, February. Mm-hmm. Yo, I totally forgot about the donuts.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. We'll circle back.
So this beautiful month of love, February, we're reading a book picked by Victory. And she just so happens to have a physical copy of the book. Yeah. And now Roxanne has been in this very delicate place of just skating by on the bare minimum of life right now. And everything I do, everything I've been doing is like, I have had a list of things to do from like December. Yeah. And I only got through to them like 2 days ago. Again, the beautiful month of February. The month of love. Month of love. The month of love, February. So I didn't even think about ordering the book, borrowing it off of the library. I didn't think of physically obtaining this book. Yeah. I didn't think of it. And then Victory had it, and she was like, oh, I'm going to read, what's it called? She has other books. And I was like, sweet, I'll read it, no problem. So I was like, what? It's like under 400 pages? It's a breeze. It's a snooze fest. So I borrowed the book. And then, so last night, I was reading because I wanted to give it to you today before we met up. But I got a little bit late, started reading, and then I stayed up late because I was trying to finish it, and it was really good, right? And then I look at the clock, and it's 3 a.m.
Oh my God.
And I have to wake up at 8 because I had to go watch kids write a midterm today. And I was like,
she's crazy.
And I was like, that's 5 hours until 8. Yeah. I will fall asleep, but I'm like, if you look at the Fitbit, obviously we all wake up in our sleep. You know, it's like a 30 seconds here, 30 seconds. So like as a total, I got 4 hours, 30 minutes.
Damn.
So I was running low. So I made myself a coffee. We went there. I watched the kids write their midterm. We left on our way home. We all got coffee because my sister and my dad were in the car. They went to run some errands. And then I went home, took a nap for an hour and a half. And then I woke up and I felt more exhausted than I ever have in my entire life. Like my soul had been taken out of my body. So I'm on my 3rd coffee of the day.
Yeah, and now she's here.
I'm here. I'm alive. I'm kicking. You guys can't get rid of me yet. But when I was getting this coffee, I got some donuts. Ooh. So Tim Hortons has a new donut. 1 second.
I'm excited.
So I saw it and it was new and I wanted to get it. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to get it for my bestie Victory because I love her so much. And it's the month of love. Exactly.
How many times you can mention on this podcast?
So it's the month of love, and I figured I would bless my BFF Victory with a donut. Okay, so I want you to take a guess what it could be. Okay, so think me.
Okay, it's a month of love, so it's maybe going to be something Valentine's Day related, and they still have a Valentine's one in stock, or like something that could pass for Valentine's Day because it's the month of love, right? But then like carry on throughout the thing, right? That's what I'm guessing. So like I'm guessing there's some kind of strawberry, some kind of red involved, probably jelly filled because you like jelly filled donuts, and I wouldn't
get you one if it was jelly filled. I know why you don't like jelly filled, so. But I'll just Victory felt sick after eating a jelly filled donut, so I would never do that to her. Don't worry.
Felt sick. I had the flu for the second time in my life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you got it. It's called Strawberry Swirl. Ooh. So I saw it for myself, and then I was like, oh my gosh, I want that donut.
Told you.
Just because it was strawberry, and then it's the month of love, and I was like, it's pink. It's perfect for the month of love.
Exactly.
And then I was like, I'll get it for my BFF Victory. So it's a new donut. They just dropped it.
I didn't see it. I haven't seen it.
I didn't see it. Like, I've never seen it before.
It's not filled, so that's nice.
Of course, I was like, I wouldn't do that to my BFF Victory. It's the month of love.
Exactly. You trying?
Yeah. Okay. Ready?
Yeah.
Not bad. It's bad. Subtle.
It's very subtle. It doesn't
look like there's a ton of... If you look at it, it looks really thin. If you ever see the chocolate dip donut...
They like layer that. The chocolate's dipped.
All right. So maybe we'll have to go back when they have more icing on top.
It's nice because... Like, I mean... It's like not that flavorful, but like even when you get the vanilla dip... Like, there's not much flavor there either, but this has a little bit of strawberry in it. So I would honestly take this over the vanilla dip. Yeah. Or I'd take it over the chocolate, no. But I would take it over the vanilla. Yeah. It has a little strawberry, little tint.
Yeah, you know? So we got to get another one before our cleanse. Because I actually want to see how much strawberry flavor they packed into this bad boy. Because right now, it's just looking like the icing's a little thin. Yeah. So I guess for the people watching at home, it's literally just like a chocolate dip donut or the vanilla dip from Tim Hortons.
Yeah.
Dipped in pink with a little swirl of white on top. Very reminiscent of the month of love.
Exactly.
Okay? So if you're picturing a donut, it's a month of love. Okay? But yeah, not bad. I'd say like so far 7 out of 10. They skimped out on the icing. Not too happy about that. Also, I don't mind because it's less sweet, but
yeah, I'll give 6.5. Like, it's okay. Like, if this was left with the vanilla dips and like the jelly filled, I'd go for this. Any chocolate flavor doesn't have stand a chance, but
yeah,
it's okay. It hit the spot, not gonna lie, guys. Kind of scarfed that down.
You're welcome. Tell me you don't want anything. I was like, please.
I can always
You're being coy.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, so the rest of my day. So I was watching kids write an exam, right? So I was an invigilator. I know, I'm one of those. Isn't it weird to think I was one of those people standing there watching you write an exam? It's wild. So so I show up a little, like just a touch late, like a touch, right? But just in time, where it wasn't bad. So I was just a touch late, and I pull up, and then the professor's there, and he's like, "Oh, like the microphone isn't working," and I was like, "Oh, whatever. It's NBD. I'll yell for you." So the students start filing in, whatever. We just yell at them. Usual stuff, like don't open the test until it's time to write, like blah, blah, like the usual rules. And then like while we're doing that, while the kids are still filing, like right before the test, he gets a phone call and he has like his phone off of silent. And I was like, oh, sweet, okay, so I'll have to turn, like it reminded me to turn off my stuff. And then he goes and he like walks into like the little, there's like a little hallway where it's like still the classroom, but it's just, so it's like the wheelchair
like the
ramp.
entranceway.
Yeah, so like it was, so it's kind of like blocked off, but you can access it if you're the professor. So he's there and he's like on a phone call with a, like on speaker, and I like, that took everything in me not to just like die of laughter. And then so he was trying to figure out the mic, and it was like one that you put on, like like a portable mic, so not just like the one that you speak into and be like, you have 15 minutes remaining. Not one of those, right? So like they're like, I'd say maybe 20 minutes into the test, and then all you hear is like because he was trying to attach this, so he got it to work, and then he was like attaching it to himself, and I was like, I almost had to excuse myself because of I was about to just like burst out laughing, because so it's like after like 2 minutes of like that, he just goes, oh sorry, but didn't turn the mic off. And I was like, so then like every like couple minutes when he would like shuffle his jacket, you could hear, and I was like, oh my goodness. But then so I was like, okay, whatever, I guess he's just gonna keep the mic. He's an old man, so like I think for him the mic works better. Yeah. And then whatever, so it's like he can do what he wants. It was just so funny that he was like doing that for so long, and then just tossing like, oh sorry, you know, but doesn't turn off the mic. And then I see him walking towards the bathroom. No. And I broke out into a sweat. I was like, I'm gonna have to tackle this old man right now. I'm gonna have to literally break his hip, because no way in heck is this man gonna enter the bathroom with this mic on. But then he went in. I think he was just washing his hands, or like getting hand sanitizer or whatever, because he went in and then like came right back out at me. I was like, I was on the verge of tears. And because he didn't turn the mic off when he entered, he didn't turn the mic off when he was inside. It was so scary. So I was like dying of laughter. But yeah, some kids recognized me. They gave me a shout out. They were like, "Hey," and they're like, "Oh, is that you?"
Nice.
And I was like,
"That's my cool TA right there. What's up?"
What can I say? Apparently, one of the students emailed the professors saying like, "Oh, I did such a good job last semester. Their TA this semester's not as good. Like, can they switch?" And I was like, "You wish."
Everyone wants Roxanne.
I don't blame them. So
that's nice.
Love to see it. And I now have 43 midterms in my possession that I'm responsible for to mark and then return back safely. I was like, what makes you think I'm capable of that?
Scary.
But
guys,
crazy,
should we hear live reading of
we gotta do live marking?
Yeah. Nah, I'm kidding. That's a breach of privacy. We don't get you fired.
Well, I don't think so.
I think it is.
I don't say the name. Well, if I don't say the name, it's just a piece of work.
I guess.
No, I'm kidding. It's definitely profiting off of someone else's work, so it's not like illegal on my job. Yeah. It would be more of profiting. Profiting off of someone else's work. Profiting is a strong word, but you get the gist of it. But yeah, and then came home. We went to Costco naturally my dad almost like made it just barely in time because I can't even pay without the membership card, right? So I was like, because like I had my wallet, like I now carry my wallet on me like everywhere I go, and I have my credit card. So I was like, whatever, like worst case scenario, my dad doesn't make it, I'll tap and then he'll pay me back. But I was like, not at Costco, baby. I can't fake being my dad because I don't even have his membership. So and if they saw him come to me, give me his membership, and then he left and came, like maybe she would allow use of it, but whatever.
Costco's tricky.
I didn't finish the book.
That's okay.
Made it just in time for the freaking what's it called?
Recording.
The test.
Oh, I thought you meant now. No, I understand.
No, kidding. Yeah, and then I forgot a gift that we're bringing to our friend after this. So
it's okay.
I'm just on a hot streak. But listen, you know what they say: forgive and forget.
It's gonna get better. It's the month of love.
It's the month of love.
Month of love.
You got.
What? Speaking of the month of love, guys. So on the day of love, in the month of love, today. Not today. Sorry, this week. No.
God. You said.
So I went. So we were told how I passed my driver's license, so I needed to get a new license with it saying like my G license on it, and you know, Victory thought it was coming in the mail, but it never was coming in the mail because I didn't pay the fee to renew it. So anyways, I figured it out. I had to book a new appointment to go get a new picture and go pay my stupid $100 fee to go get a new license. Anyways, so I booked it, right? And then I leave my house. I booked it for like 11:45, and you know I've been waking up late these days, so that was pretty early for me. So I got there, literally got to the parking lot at like 11:45, and the parking lot's like a bit of a distance away. So I go to like the machine because like last time my dad went there, he got a ticket. So I was like, okay, I don't want to risk getting a ticket. I'll just pay this stupid $7 fee, which is ridiculous. But anyways, so I'm at the machine. It is freezing out. I'm at this machine for like 8 minutes. It is just not cooperating with me. Like it wouldn't take my coins. Then I put in my card, and it just kept saying loading, and then I pressed print, and it was like cancel. And then I was like, what's going on? Then some lady drives up to me and was like, hey, do you want my parking ticket? And I was like, oh, like, are you sure? And she's like, yeah, it's like Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day. And I was like, oh my gosh, thank you. Like, I just got my Valentine and paid for $7 for free, you know?
Nice.
Yeah, so got that. It was really nice. Went home, checked my credit card. The machine did charge me $7, so I also did pay for someone else's ticket.
Well, listen, you're just returning the favor. You're paying the good karma forward.
Exactly.
That's what we'll blame it on.
Exactly. You know what else is weird?
What?
I went to Starbucks, and then I went to get a drink, and I'm like paying, and then like one of the baristas comes up to like the screen, and he's like, why the IE? I was like, what? Like, I didn't hear him at first. And he's like, why the IE? And then it took me a minute because my name is Victory. And it's spelled with an IE instead of a Y. But this man came out of nowhere and was like, why the IE? And I was just so caught off guard. And I was like, I don't know, my parents wanted to be different. And then, like, I was like, you know, I feel like maybe I'm like, oh, like, that's so cool, or, like, whatever, nice name. He's just like, okay, and, like, walked away. And it was just so strange. Like, it was just the weirdest. Like, I was so thrown off and, like, taken aback. Because, like, he didn't be, like, cool name, like, nice name, like, oh, that's so different. It was just like, why the IE? And then he was like, cool. He was like, okay.
I would fight that.
It was so weird. It was like, I was just like,
that's
like,
so strange.
What was the point of that interaction?
I love why the IE, just because at first, like, it sounds as though like you named yourself, you know, like you came out of the womb and you're like, I don't want a Y, mom. I want an IE. Come on. Like, but that makes me laugh thinking that they thought that you named yourself.
Yeah.
So strange.
Yeah, it was just so, like, it was just a strange encounter, and I just wasn't expecting it, and I was like,
why the IE? I don't know. Why are you asking me about the IE? But actually, fun fact, so for those of you who don't know, my real name is Oksana. My name is not Roxanne, believe it or not, legally.
Yeah.
Emotionally it is. But, so I don't know many Oksanas.
Yeah, it's pretty rare. I guess in Canada. Like, if you went to Ukraine, it'd probably be popping off everywhere.
All the old Ukrainian ladies, for sure. They're all Oksana, right? But I literally maybe know 2 that are my age, and that's like, I'm not even close with them, so like I'm never really worried about like saying Oksana, not knowing who they're talking about. Yeah. Actually, except for Steffa, but that's okay because she's close with the other one. But anyways, I digress. But on like I can't remember. It was the month of love. In the month of love, me and my sister went to Starbucks, and then so like we like ordered, And then, like, I could have sworn that they were making our drink. Or no. Sorry, they were making someone else's drink. And then, like, after this drink, they were making our drinks.
Yeah.
And then she's, like, prepping, and she's like, oh, like, drink for Roxana. And I was like, and then she was like, green tea. And I was like, you are so sorely mistaken, young lady. I ordered a caramel macchiato.
Yeah.
But then someone else comes up. So literally, there's 2 Oxanas in a row, which is just crazy to me because I was like, I rarely hear that name to begin with, like outside the Ukrainian community. And then all of a sudden, this woman was pulling up right before I was. That's wild. So
what are the odds?
Yeah. And also one time, like I think, because whenever they ask for my name, I just don't like when people make a big hullabaloo about my name. Like, I just kind of want my Starbucks and move on with my life because whatever. So I say my name's Maria, but then obviously when it scans, now they have your name pops up like as what is registered, but I register as Oksana, obviously, because that's my name. So one time they're like, okay, Maria, and then they like punch in, they're like, oh, it's scanned as Oksana. Like, why did you say, or like what? And I was like, oh yeah, that's my real name. I just don't say it so people don't bother me about it. And then, turns out the person's mother's name was Oksana, like the cashier, and I was like, "That's crazy." I just want to go.
Just give me my camera.
I'm on the verge of tears. Yeah, because I'm at school, just trying to get a coffee so I don't simply perish. I want to move on with my life. Like, don't get me wrong, it's a cool coincidence, but I was like, I'm on the verge. I'm on the brink of extinction right now. I need to go.
It's time.
But yeah, so just some fun Oksana stories.
Cool. Yeah, we have cool names. Cool. Okay. Let us know your cool name. Guys, you want to hear a crazy story?
Sure.
I have one crazy story. So I feel like this I don't know what this story is, and maybe someone out there could help me digress it. Also, I don't want to really think about it too much. It's kind of freaky.
Sorry.
Huh?
What? Do you say someone makes me digress it?
Someone out there can help me digress this story, like intercept in, you know, whatever. What is it called? Dissect. There we go. Close enough.
It's so hard sometimes.
But I don't know. This might be my first ghost story, maybe? Question mark. I don't know. But here's the story. So I come home from dancing. Right? It's already late because I don't know if we had a Circle K right after that practice or not. I can't remember. Probably, but it was late. So I come home. And I was like, okay, whatever, I'm not going to do anything productive. I'm just going to go watch. I think I was going to watch the Olympics. I was watching the men's figure skating. So I go, and then I'm in my basement. That's where I usually chill. That's where I usually hang out. And then my mom comes and like shuts the basement lights because my brother has fish. And the light, causes moss to grow on the rocks and can make the fish sick. So I have to sit in the dark past 11 p.m. if I want to stay up, which obviously I do.
Oh, right? So it's back to all about you,
yeah. So I was like, whatever, it doesn't bother me. I'm just on my computer anyways, right? I don't mind. I'll watch my men's figure skating in the dark. So I'm sitting on my couch watching the men's figure skating in the dark, right? And I'm in the basement. So I don't know if you can see it, but there's like a window at the top. So like in the basement, you know, the windows are at the top of like the wall, right? So where my couch is, it's right underneath the window. So I'm sitting there watching my men's figure skating with my AirPods in, whatever, right? So I'm watching the thing. Oh, it's so freaky. I'm watching the thing, and I hear like this little like pitter patter, and it sounds like someone's tapping their fingers on like the glass of the window, right? That was my instant thought, and I was like, it like instantly. Oops.
This is the victory show.
Instantly, I was like, what the frick was that? And I was like, maybe was it like something? Was it like whatever in my ears, like the AirPods? So I paused my show. Right? And I hear it, and I was like, oh, heck no, right? But then in my head, because I was thinking, you don't want to believe something like that. Like, I don't want to believe that it's real. So I press play again, and I'm like, oh, is something playing in the background? Like, do I have my Spotify on? Or like YouTube, like, had opened something else. I had another tabs open, right? And I'm like, oh, there's something in my laptop. I check everything. And I swear to God, I heard, like, laughing. I swear on my life, I heard... like laughing.
You didn't look at the window?
Heck no, you couldn't pay me any amount to because it was blind. The blinds were closed. You couldn't pay me any amount to peek out that window. If there was a person there, I think I would have my soul would have left my body. I would have passed out. Right.
You need to know if someone's stalking you.
I couldn't do it. There was no amount of money that I couldn't do it. I was like, I can't open the blinds. I can't do it.
You have to.
I couldn't.
That's not a ghost. You have a stalker.
I know. I hope it is a ghost. No, this is so freaky, right? I swear to God, I heard this.
Why didn't you open the blinds?
There's no amount of money that would make me open the blinds. Can you imagine opening the blinds and seeing a little man there?
Yeah, and then I call the police, and then I can sleep soundly.
No, guys, this is so freaky. I couldn't do it. I just couldn't come to the fact that I just couldn't open the blinds, and then you just see eyes there.
Yeah, and then do you know what you do? You pull the nearest object and you use it as a weapon against them. You're safe in your house. What are they gonna do? Kick the window in?
They could.
Break their leg as
I just couldn't. I just had an image of I just couldn't. There was no amount of money that would make me open those blinds to check. I would rather live in thing. But yeah, so that happened. I swear to God, I heard that thing. I was like immediately no. I was like, oh my God. So I instantly I left my laptop, whatever. I go upstairs and I'm like, okay, maybe I was like, because the laughing was really faint, but it sounded distant. And I was like, I don't know if I made that up in my head or whatever. I'm gaslighting myself now. And I go upstairs, so my mom's still up, and I'm like, is it raining outside? Because I was like, maybe it was just rain, and then whatever I imagined laughing, because when I heard the rain, or when I heard the noise out in my head, I was like, someone's tapping on my glass, right? So then maybe I imagined the laugh or whatever, right? So I go upstairs and is it raining or hailing or something? She's like, no. And then she looks up. I'm like, I swear to God, I heard something on the thing. And then she looks out the window she didn't look down, but nothing was there.
What are you guys doing? This is the worst prediction I've ever seen in my life.
I know.
What if someone was hiding in your bushes?
I know.
And then when your mom goes out in the morning to walk the dog, they ambush her.
Well, the dog would have immediately, she always goes stand by the window. She would suss them out instantly.
Yeah, and then what if they hurt your dog? And then your mom's
my dog would hurt them first. But yeah, so then she checks and it's not raining or whatever. And
but it was windy.
It was windy.
It could have been the bushes.
Maybe, but they don't really reach the window, and it sounded so much like tapping on glass, literally if I was to go put my fingers on glass, it sounded to a T like that.
So then it's not a ghost.
I wish it is a ghost. So then I'm in my head, I'm okay, so A, it's either some kid playing a prank, B, a creepy stalker, C, hopefully a ghost, or D, I completely heard some other house noises, thought it was something else, my brain went to something, or D, I made it up completely in my head, and I'm just a little bit delusional.
I cannot believe
it. But it was so freaky, and it freaked me out so I went down, and no, I just couldn't, even when I came back down, because I left my laptop and my phone and everything. So I came down to collect it.
You didn't have your phone with you dialing 911 just in...
No.
You're the worst. You're the worst.
I'm living in denial.
If we were in a zombie apocalypse, you're the first to go.
Maybe not, because I just live in delusion.
No. What are you delusion? This person could have crawled through your window while you're upstairs chatting with your mom.
But it was locked, so there's no way.
They kick it in.
Yeah, but then we would have heard that. The dog would have heard that.
Well, too late.
Then,
you're all dead.
But yeah, so I came down to collect my stuff, and I just couldn't. I didn't even because the blinds were closed. So, there's no way of seeing it, but there's a little crack. I couldn't even look. I just immediately grabbed my stuff and yeeted out of there. And then I just went to bed.
But how
somehow.
am I supposed to sleep in your basement?
It was so freak. I guess I'll never know what it is. But I went the next day. I went and I checked. There was fingerprints. Didn't see any fingerprints. They didn't seem like someone there's no footprints or things messed around that someone would be there. I don't know. It's so strange. I just don't know what it was. Never will know what it was. Hopefully I never hear it again. Literally whenever I sit there now, I just feel like someone's watching me. It's kind of creepy.
That's why you should have done something.
Yeah, I live in denial, and I hope it is a ghost, because I think the ghost is the best option.
Unfortunately, it is, but it's also the least likely.
It was just so weird and so I can't describe it. You had to live it to feel how creepy it was.
Well, it happens to the best of us.
Yeah,
but
that's my fun story.
But yeah, actually, we have a fun game plan for you.
Yeah.
What time is it? Like how?
5:19, 37 minutes. So
37?
Yeah.
Okay, well, how long do you think it's going to take you to solve a Wordle?
Well, it's only 6 guesses, right?
Yep.
Well, I don't have the patience to think, so not that long.
So you're not going to try?
I'll try until I lose my patience. I'll give it my best go as if I was playing.
Do you guys hear what I have to deal with, though? On a daily basis, I always try my best, okay? Mm-hmm. And you can say that's my biggest fault.
Yeah.
That, as they say, oh, I'm a perfectionist. It's not a perfectionist. I just try my best in everything that I do, okay?
Mm-hmm. I try my best until the benefits are no longer there for me.
You guys might get my first on-screen crying. Mm-hmm. How dare you? Do you know how that makes me feel? That makes me feel like garbage.
Sorry. At least you're not being haunted.
I might though, actually. So recently I was out of my room and I was like, oh, like I can't remember what it was. I think I was putting on makeup or something. Mm-hmm. So then I went to the bathroom to wash my hands and I was like, oh, I'll be like literally right back. So there's no point in turning off the light like in my room. And usually I do, but I was like, it's literally a fraction of a second. So I go and I leave the light on, but I just always like naturally just close my door because I never know like if I'm coming in or out, coming or going. And then, so I washed my hands, and then as I'm going into my room, like, I kind of saw, like, so my door was still kind of ajar, and it kind of looked like it was, like as though, like, someone's putting on clothes, like a sweater or something, and, you know, like the shadow it casts when the sweater, like, does, like, this motion. I'm trying to describe it for the people listening. Like, how it, like, flows in the wind, you know, when you, like, because you have to, like, kind of, like, use momentum to, like, drape it on you or whatever. And then, so I was like, oh, okay, like, I guess my sister went into her room and is like, she's putting on a sweater or something, right? And then I come in and there's no one there. And I was like, there's nothing really in my room that would be free floating. Mm-hmm. So I just chalked it up to insanity. Because I think I had like 3 coffees. I probably had 2 coffees that day too. Mm-hmm. So like, I don't know, so maybe there's a ghost for both of us watching our backs.
It's kind of fun, kind of cute.
You know?
Yeah.
I'll have to see it for us. At least it's together.
Mm-hmm. Gotta be haunted together.
But yeah, okay, so let's get into it. So,
we're doing a Wordle.
We're doing our own very own Wordle. So if anyone doesn't know, Wordle is a game that, so apparently, kind of cute story. The creator of Wordle created it because like his wife likes like word games or something like that, apparently. So what he did was a 5-letter word. Mm-hmm. And then you have 6 attempts to guess it. So what happens is you punch in the word, like you guess any word, right?
Yeah.
And then it tells you, so you have 3, so there's 3 options, right? So if it's gray, if a letter comes back gray, it means it's not in the word. Mm-hmm. If it's yellow/orange, I don't know, whatever people would define this color as, but the yellow/orange one means right letter, just wrong place. So it's not in that spot. And then green means right letter and right place.
Good to know.
Okay. And then you have 6 guesses. So far I've played 21 games. I've gotten all 21 of them.
Oh my God.
And right now I'm averaging, so I've got 0 on the first guess, obviously. Mm-hmm. But hoping to change that soon. 2 on the second guess, 1 on the third guess, 10 on the fourth guess, 6 on the fifth guess, and then 2 on the sixth guess. And those were words that I disagreed with that they chose, but whatever, it's none of my business. But yeah, so we figured since it's honestly pretty fun. Like, so I actually used to have, as a kid, we had a game like this. It was called Mastermind. So it was like, so one person picks a series of colored little probes or whatever, and then you put them in a little like specific spot that only the chooser could see. And then everyone else takes, or I don't know if everyone else takes, I think it's just one person at a time. So they would put in a sequence of colors, and then the person would either say like right color, wrong place, wrong color, like that. So like growing up, like I was used to playing this type of game, right? And I love a good word game.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen our crossword video, check it out now. Trust me, it's a hoot.
It is so good.
Yeah, so I've always liked this type of game, so we figured we'd do it together.
Yeah, and if you're wondering, I don't have Wordle. If I did do it 21 times, I probably would get 0. There's a reason why I don't have it. I'm not a fan of word games. I don't get them. They don't come naturally to me. They don't come easily. The crossword I did end up getting, but like I was trying so hard, and I just don't, I don't know, that's just not my type of fun, and I just hate having games on my phone. So I just didn't.
Oh, it's because I beat you in all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, side note, hilarious. When we were younger, Victory would literally hide new games that would come out because she knew I was gonna beat her and she didn't want me to.
No, I was gonna tell you eventually. I just needed training time to get ahead of you.
But like literally, and I thought, so like one time, I remember it just happened because it was kind of like whatever, like I didn't have all the technology when we were growing up. I also didn't even have Wi-Fi, so I couldn't even download these games. And then So I remember one time, like, someone else showed me the game. I think it was 10-10. And I was like, I come one day and I was like, oh, Victor, there's this fun game. Like, I think you'd like it. Like, the game 10-10. Or, like, one of the other games that was, like, big in high school. She was like, oh, yeah, I had it. And I was like, why did you tell me? She's like, because I know you're going to beat my score. And she's like, what's your score? And I had already beaten her. And I only had it for, like, 24 hours. And then turns out she had it for, like, weeks. And I was like, oof. Yeah. So, but it translates into speed.
Mm-hmm. And everything.
Yeah, so pack it up. Okay.
But I found a custom Wordle site. Make your own Wordle. So I guess you'll type in the word in mine.
Okay.
Or no, generate link. Oh, okay. So you can put in the word. Can
you send me the link?
Yes. And then we'll have to screen record our things for the people, and we'll talk it out loud too.
Or what if we just did it out loud? Because if we're gonna do it out loud,
it's more fun to have a visual.
How do I screen record?
Okay, so open QuickTime Player.
Open QuickTime Player.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Oh.
Yeah, okay.
Now go File, New Screen Recording.
File, a new screen recording. Yep.
And then you can just make it. Is it right? You can like drag it.
Okay.
And then just drag it just to cover the Wordle.
Okay. But what do I do with this? Cancel?
You can just click cancel once you click record.
I can click cancel once I...
Yeah, you can click record first and then click cancel.
Well, it's not letting me. Oh, I can press record first?
Yeah.
Can I change the screen though?
No, not once you set it.
Well... You are the worst. Okay, no.
No, I actually am. No. I can admit to this.
We need to talk about this.
I can't give instruction. I'm not a good teacher. I know.
It doesn't matter. You have to walk it through for people.
I don't get it. That doesn't make sense in my mind. I gave you perfect instructions.
No, you didn't.
In my mind, I gave you the most perfect instructions, and the fact that you don't get it, it doesn't make sense in my brain, and I don't know how to break it down more. I know that I can't. It doesn't make sense for me.
Because,
you make the square the size of the thing, and you click record.
You didn't specify that in order. Did anybody hear her say, make the size of the screen that you need it and then click record?
Yeah.
No, I was supposed to cancel.
Yeah, you can click it after you click
record.
record.
You had to say, but before you press record, you adjust the screen.
I said that.
No, you didn't. You belong in jail. But anyway, she's the worst instructions giver. My brother, Andri, worst instructions taker. And one time, Andri was driving and Victor was in the passenger seat. I was in hell. It was brutal watching them work together. It was awful because Andri literally is one of the worst instruction takers ever. Mm-hmm. I will walk it out step by step for this man. I will walk him to the freaking crumb by crumb to the dessert. He will not do it. One time I was literally like, it's a left here. This man literally turned to the right. And he was like, oh, sorry, what? And I was like, you need to work on your instruction taking. You need to work on your instructions giving. Anyways. Okay, so who's going first? You or me?
Recording?
Yeah, I'm already recording. Okay. So I'm going first, okay? Okay, so 5-letter word. I don't like to play it safe. Oh, wait. I just punch it in, I'm guessing. Let's say, okay, let's go with storm.
Oh.
None of the letters. Okay, so they're all gray. So no STORM. Let's do naked.
It's kind of fun, but I don't understand how anyone will get anything.
Ooh! So I punched in naked, and the only letter that isn't green is N. I wonder what it could be. It's baked, aka baked. Like the name of the video that you won. You don't want to try harder? Yeah, ding, ding, ding. We have it.
That's insane.
Baked. So I got in 3 out of 6.
Okay, guys. Okay? My first time playing Wordle.
Wait, hold up. How do I stop recording?
The little button beside your Wi-Fi.
Beside my Wi-Fi?
Yeah, the top. There's a little circle.
It's not beside my Wi-Fi,
Whatever,
but okay.
It's beside my Wi-Fi. You don't know where your Wi-Fi symbol is? It's up there.
Describe this. It was not next to my Wi-Fi
how much
symbol.
Also next to my Wi-Fi symbol.
So just describe the symbol.
It's a circle.
I'm gonna...
Clearly the one that looks different is the one.
I'm gonna fight you.
I can't believe you guys naked. Why did you think that? And why are 4 letters right?
Because I always specifically pick the randomest words. And I just thought that would be hilarious.
Okay, so I pick a word. Let's go adore. Adore you. Sorry, that song stuck in my head. Oh, okay. So the A is yellow. So that means there's an A in here. Baked. Let's go with baked.
Oh my gosh. Could you imagine if I also picked baked? That would kind of be hilarious.
Okay, so their yellow is A. Okay, so that's cool. Okay. So none of those gray letters are there, but like, so how am I supposed to figure out a word that doesn't have those letters? I don't know.
Just think of another word with all the letters that you have available.
Santa. Word not found in dictionary. Okay.
But also, side note, one of a kind letter. I know technically Wordle you can have repeated letters, but I don't believe in that. I feel like that's kind of a monster move. So it's all like, so there's no double letters.
Oh, I was gonna say water, but is it worth it? Like 2 letters are gray. Laugh. Okay, so just the A is yellow. Okay. See, this is why you're gonna figure out why I don't download Wordle.
It's okay, you still have a few guesses.
Sam. Oh, the A is not even in the second spot, so I'm thinking A is in the second spot. What other letter goes in the second spot? Tim. Tinder. 3 letters are gray. P. A. But how, like, what word doesn't have A as a second letter? There's no other vowel.
There's so many words that don't have A as a second letter.
And it has to be an actual word. I can't just type in random letters. That's the kicker. I don't know words. Pistol. Tip. Tidal. Okay, we're gonna do title, even though half the letters are gray because the A's. Okay, so the A is still wrong. Everything else is gray. Oh my god.
Why would you guess gray letters?
Well, I can't think of any words. I'm trying to figure out where the A goes.
Just look at the keyboard and all the letters that aren't gray.
I'm looking. There's no vowels. I'm literally left with one A and it's not the second letter. How is that even possible? You left me only one vowel. This is a mean word. I know you're really mean. That was really mean of you to do.
You gave me 2. That's nothing.
Huh?
That's 2. You gave me 2 vowels. That's nothing.
Yeah, you gave me 1. That's even less. So it has to be the third or last spot. And the A. Panda. No. I literally can't think of a word that doesn't have A as the second letter. Like, I swear to God. There's no other vowel. Like, the vowel is always the second letter. Think about it.
It really isn't.
Sleep on that. Name me a word right now.
I could easily give you this word. Stand. Stand does not have. Did you? Did you find it?
So I typed in stand, and now the first third letter are green. So what word stand? No, it's not T now. Small. Oh, I'm close, aren't I? SMA. Smack. No, there's no K. Small. Smell. No E. I don't like word puzzles. This is all consonants.
Yep.
Yeah. I figured. Swear. Sweat. Swindle. Swine. Spew. Spam. Spaff. Spam. Okay.
Did you get?
No, I went with spams. The word was swamp.
Swamp! Get out of my swamp.
Okay, so I got 3 greens.
Yeah, that's not bad, kid. You want to do it again?
Yeah. It's
Okay.
not going to go any better for me, but...
Yes, it will.
No, it won't. This is not convincing me to get Wordle. I'm not made for this. My brain just doesn't work this way, you know?
I love these types of games.
I know.
It makes your brain...
I like to have fun with my brain.
This is fun.
No, it's really not. You first?
You first this time.
Okay, so here we go again. We're going with sweat or sweet. I don't know what that is. SWEAT. Is that sweat or sweet? Sweat.
I'm not responding.
Okay, so EA is, there's an EA in there. Thanks for giving me more than 2 vowels. Let's go. No TWS. Those are big players. Meanie. That's 6 letters. Can you do names? No.
No.
How do you know 5-letter words?
It's pretty simple. There's a lot of them.
Okay, I went with a door. So now we got an R that's also in here. Okay. Did
you get it?
No. Oh. I put reads and it's REA is in the right spot. So REA reeks. Okay.
Was it not it?
No.
Oh.
Was it not it? You know
you have to tell the audience. Of course I know.
Oh my god.
Did you get it?
Reach for the stars, because if you don't fall, you fall on top of the world.
You did it.
I did it, guys.
I knew you could do it.
5 out of 6. I'm so good.
Now I'm going to go. I'm going to start with the word swear. Swear. Ooh, W and A. Now let's do pilot. Ooh, L's in the right spot. We got a T in the wrong spot. So now we have WAT are all options. And L is in the right spot. So, let's do AWTL. Towel, no. That's with an E. So the only vowel left is U and Y.
Did I stump you? I'm also really upset because I chose a word purposely with a W because I was like, what are the odds of her typing in a W? And literally the first word you type has a W.
Of course, what can I say? Let's go WATL. So L is in the middle, so that means it's not AT. So WAL, while it's definitely got to be Y. Let's do it though. Let's get rid of it. So we'll do bunny. None of them. Okay, so let's do.
I've stumped her. I've stumped the great wordsmith Roxanne.
So it's not AT, LAW, but T. So duh. So it's only one. WAL. WAL. Oh. It's gotta be one of the, so it's either TH, CT, GH. So we've got.
I've stumped her.
So we're gonna do fight. No, T isn't at the end, so might as well find out where T goes. So let's do tight. Okay, so T is incorrect. So then T has to be either second or third. So think. Okay, the only consonants that go in an order. Wait, did you do double letter?
No.
Oh, okay, thank goodness. Because if you did, it would have been like, oh, I can't get it. Easy. So T is either there or there. So now let's go ATL. What do we love? It's not WL. So it's ATL something W. No, you can't do that. Let's say we did MAL No, that doesn't work. W-A-L. W-A-L, but that doesn't work because we need a T at the end. No, that's not a word. I'm trying to think. It can't. So it's not L-A-T, but it's not L-A-W. So then the last two are consonants. So let's think. L-W. Walt. Yeah, I don't know what series of consonants this is, so I guess we're gonna have to find out what the last letter is. Or okay, so let's think. So let's chuck. So I'm assuming. So since you were upset about the W guess, I think because it's not A-W. Oh, candy. Okay, so A is the second letter. So now we're working with W-A-L-T. Walt, no, that doesn't work. Walt, V-X-Z-Q doesn't work. So now we try T-A-L, tal, W, no. Tal, I think it's an M.
You're gonna beat yourself up over this one after?
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so, oh no, it has to be T-A-L. It needs to be T-A-L. We can't, there's no physically, oh no, sorry, T doesn't go. It's not T. So it's W-A-L-T, Walt. If this is a real word, I don't know what it is.
It has to be a real word. It has to be in the dictionary.
Oh, no, I know. So T has to be there. So alt. So okay, so the three middle letters has to be A-L-T. Because A-L and then T isn't beginning or end. So it's A-L-T. Okay, so let's see. Q-A-L-T-W, that's not a word. F-A-L-T-W is not a word. I don't know, I don't see any words.
Better just throw out a guess.
Oh, Walt.
You literally said it a million times. You kept saying Walt, and I was like, how are you not getting Walt? You said Walt a million times, and you said W-A-L-T-Z.
Really?
Yeah, you said
I was not saying in my head then. I was just saying, oh, still got it though.
Stumped you pretty good. I knew the two weird letters would get you. W and Z, they're unconventional.
Yeah, a word I would never think of, but I still got it.
Yeah.
I stumped you pretty good.
I did though.
Well, no, I got it.
Yeah?
Yeah, I did. Did you not witness it? Do you want me to do it again?
No.
That's what I thought. Well, guys, were you on the edge of your seats? You probably weren't, because I just overlooked it. But because I was convinced that W was the end, but it
you kept saying W-A-L-T, so like you literally had it like since the beginning. Like you said it like the second one, and I was like, oh my god, she's gonna get it already. The second one, like you kept saying W-A-L-T, and I was like, how is she not getting it? She's missing one letter.
Because I kept thinking that T was the first letter.
Yeah.
Like even though I was saying it, I was still mentally saying T was the first letter. But damn, not too shabby.
Yeah. Not shabby. I won't ever do again, but it was fun enough to do it now.
Okay.
Not my style.
Do it for me. But yeah, so that was lots of fun. Hopefully, if anyone hasn't played Wordle, give it a shot.
Yeah.
Do you know what we should do? One day we should make a Wordle for our fans.
Ah, cool.
We'll do it.
We'll
okay.
do it.
But yeah, so everyone
just do it, and I'll put it in the link in the description.
Well, that's what I meant.
Yeah. Okay. It'll be in the description. Check it out.
So make sure to check it out. Let us know how you end up doing. All right.
Yeah.
But I guess that's all we've got for you today.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening. Thank you for stopping by. Make sure you follow us on all our socials.
Heck yeah.
We've got YouTube. We've got Twitter. Both 2GirlsBeingBros. And YouTube TikTok. And Twitter, and then TikTok, and then Instagram is 2GirlsBeingBros_.
Heck yeah. But anyways, hope you guys have a great week. We'll see you next time. Check out our book club video if you haven't already. Check out our crossword video, playing a fun little word game also.
Exactly.
And with that, remember kids,
don't do too much.